Hi class, hola clase. Today we're going to be talking about the verb to be. In English we say to be. It makes me think of to be or not to be. That is the question. Anyway, to be. In Spanish there are two ways of saying to be. We can say estar. That is a verb that means to be. Or we could say ser. That also means to be. So, when do we use estar and when do we use ser? Okay, so one way that we say to be is we can say I am, you are, he is, we are, they are. Those are all forms of to be. And in Spanish we say yo estoy, tú estás, él está, ella está, usted está, nosotros estamos, ustedes están, ellos están, etc., etc. For the verb ser, we say yo soy, tú eres, él es, ella es, usted es, nosotros somos, and ellos son. But the question remains, when do we use estar and when do we use ser? Let's take a look at the example of estoy. That means I am. I can say I am here. In Spanish you would say estoy aquí. I can say I am sick. In that case, I would say estoy enferma. In both of these cases, I chose the verb estar because they're conditional or temporary situations. I can be here one moment and then I can walk across the room and then I can be there. Or I can be in America right here today and tomorrow I can get on an airplane and fly to Mexico. I can be sick today and then next week I'm feeling better. So these are conditional situations. Temporary, conditional, location, it can all change. So in those cases, we're going to use a form of estar. You can change it, change the ending, the AR ending, depending on if you're talking about I am, you are, he is. Okay, so example, if instead of saying I am here, if I want to say you are here, I would just use the estás aquí. Or he is sick, it would be está enfermo. So again, because these are conditional situations, temporary situations that can change, we are going to use the form of estar. Now let's take a look at I am Mrs. Karini. That is not going to change. That is permanent. That's my identity. Or I am American. These are part of my identity, and they're permanent. So when we're talking about I am, I'm not going to use estar. I'm going to use a different verb, to be. I'm going to use the verb ser. And in the case of I am Mrs. Karini, I can change it. I can change it to soy, or I could say yo soy, if I want to be exact, but that is optional. Yo soy Mrs. Karini. I can say yo soy americana. Okay, these are permanent situations, so I'm going to use a totally different verb in Spanish for the being verb. Okay, so let's just say instead of I am Mrs. Karini, how about I want to say he is John, for example. He is John. In Spanish, we would say él es Juan. Or I could put this in parentheses and just say es Juan. We don't really need the pronoun. Let's just say he is American. I can change it. I can say él es americano. Él, and we'll put it in parentheses because it's not necessary, it's optional. Es americano. So in these cases, I used a form of the other verb that indicates being. I used a form of ser because they are permanent situations, their identity. So once again, we have the verb estar, and we can conjugate that. Yo estoy. I am. Tú estás. You are. Él, ella, usted, está. They all three use está. Nosotros, estamos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes, están. They all use están. So these are the forms of estar. I am, you are. He, she, you, or it is, we are, and they are. Okay, and likewise, the other verb for to be, ser, would be yo soy. Oops. Yo soy. Tú eres. Él ella, usted, es. Nosotros somos. Ellos, ellas, ustedes son. So in the permanent sense, when you're referring to something's identity, you use I am, you are, he, she, you, or it is, we are, they are. Now we've seen this conjugation of the verb ser. For example, ¿qué es? Es una pluma. It is a pen. So this right here, es una pluma. Es means it is. It's the third person singular conjugation form of ser. We've also seen ¿qué hora es? Es la una. It's 1 o'clock. It is 1 o'clock. So let's practice. We're going to take the verb ser and we're going to look and see how to conjugate it. So if we wanted to conjugate ser for the tú form, it would be tú eres. How about if we wanted to conjugate for the ellos? It would be ellos son. How about yo? Yo, okay, take a guess before I type the answer. Yo soy. How about ellas? Ellas, that's right, son. How about, here it is again, yo. That's an easy one because we already did it. Yo soy. And lastly, ustedes. Ustedes son. Very good. Muy bien.